Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kim. I am a plant mom, and today time has come that I'm telling you about my biggest secret. This is the actual state of my Anthurium Luxurians. So yeah, we have a dying plant here, and actually it's not dead yet. There is still some healthy roots, and I can see like a little bit of the trunk is still healthy and green. So what we are gonna do today is trying to save this plant, because this is my most expensive plant, and you know, we are going into a recession and I'm not gonna buy another Luxurians. I have to save this plant because I'm not gonna survive the loss of it. So yeah, what basically happened is that I don't know what happened. Well, when I bought it, it has been like a year and a half since I have it, and when I bought it, it had 2 leaves. And the root system was pretty like legit, and after a while she started to, you know, decline a little bit. So that's why I repotted her in this glass jar. I repotted her on camera, and ew, I'm seeing a bug. Disgusting. Anyways, that's why I repotted her in this glass jar, and she was doing very well. She grew 2 the biggest leaves I've ever had in my home, like 2 beautiful leaves, and she was happy last summer. And then in October, I don't know what happened, but she started to decline very, very, very fast, and she lost all of her wings. And I can see in the jar that some of the roots are rotting, and you know, as I am an experienced root rotter, I don't know how to say it. Yeah, it's time for her to have a bounce back, because this is not doing well at all. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, the trunk is calcified. I don't know what happened. The growth points basically dried up and rot, and yeah, it dried up. And you know, whenever you have like roots and you don't have leaves, normally you have like a new push-up, a new start point, and there isn't any. So that's why we have to save her. And I really want to try to, decalcify the trunk and see what's going on underneath, because I can see that it's not dead, but something's going on. Maybe it's fungal. So I have with me my oxygen peroxide, and we're gonna try to clean this up and repot it. And one thing that is like very weird to me is that she was happy with it, and then in a second it was not. And I don't know, yeah, a lot of algae and some of the roots are rotting. So I guess she's not happy with the root rotting situation. And also I can see like little bugs. I don't know what it is. Anyways, so yeah, let's put into work. I'm gonna try to, this angle is not the best for me, but if you want to see anything that is going on, that's the best that I can do. I don't know how I'm gonna do it without, okay, I thought it would be like harder, but since it's a little bit humid and wet inside, I guess it slide. Yeah, So what I had in here was, if you saw my video when I repotted her, that was a mix of leca on the bottom, and inside it was a mix of sphagnum moss, perlite, and a little bit of wood bark. I don't know if you can see it, but we still have like healthy roots. Oh, this is rotten. This is rotted pretty bad. Okay, I saw like 2 white roots and I was like, oh, this is not so bad. And then the truth. Yeah, I'm trying to detangle it as best as I can without disturbing what I have left of healthy roots. So I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, please do it if you want, and if you are interested in my more personal life, but also like updates for my plants and my garden, because I like to post on my stories about my garden and you know what's going on in my houseplants life. And yesterday, well, I'm not gonna post today, so a few days ago, I posted a stories about my houseplant, about the states of my houseplant, because I was reorganizing my plant section, and I had, like, I don't know, the past few months I had a really hard time in my personal life, and it showed on my plants as well, because I don't even recall not taking care of my plants. Like, I'm watering weekly, I'm, you know, checking what's going on, but it is true that I'm not repotting as soon as I would need to. And I don't know what happened, but yeah, some of my plants died. A lot of my plants are in a bad condition, and I have like bad lighting and everything, but I guess some part of it is my fault. And I was telling on my Instagram stories that it's okay, you can have like bad days, you can have like bad times. All of this is a journey, and these struggling times are part of the process and the journey, and it's okay, you know, it's okay. Which at first I was not okay with this, because I was like frustrated, and I, you know, when you have like a small apartment like me and that many plants, well, I don't have like a lot of plants, but yeah, in a small tiny apartment you can see pretty fast, like if you have bad, like ugly leaves, you know, ugly plants. So whenever I was getting back home from work, I instantly, like, I was seeing like dead leaves and, you know, ugly plants, and, you know, not so good state of plants. So it's pretty discouraging, and, you know, it's hard to get motivating around the hobby when it's not doing good. And yeah, you have to take a step back and think of it as, you know, a part of the journey. And as I was saying, like, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay if you're not doing well, it's okay if you know, you're not in the best time of your life. You just have to keep going, and you just have to trust yourself on it. And myself, what I trust in myself regarding the houseplant hobby is that I am very passionate and I love what I do. And even though I have been on YouTube like since for a year now, over a year, I have been collecting plants like for at least 10 years. Even though I don't have a big collection, I have been taking care of plants for a long time. So yeah, whatever I was I was saying is that it's a journey and it's okay. Before getting really serious in my houseplant hobby, I was not using sphagnum moss, because whenever you have root problem and you have to detangle roots, it's very annoying, and you have to detangle it like for hours and hours. But yeah, we are gonna get through it. Whatever, I'm still gonna repot it in sphagnum moss, I guess, I think, with a little bit of perlite. I was thinking about doing full perlite, like I never did that, but whenever I see on YouTube people like recovering plants, some people like to do like full perlite to increase the chance of having like of the plant growing new roots, a new and healthy root system. But I guess in full perlite your plant is in a semi-hydro, like what I'm doing with leca with some of my plants. So after that it's gonna be harder to transitioning the plant to soil and a more nutritious substrate. From what I did right now, and from what I can see, we still have a good chunk of the plant that is healthy, so we may have a chance. And here all of this is rotted. This we have like some healthy roots and some of them are not, but I have to detangle it a little bit more, and then we are gonna cut and try to save some roots. What we are gonna take from this situation is that I tried with this plant to do no drainage hole, and I failed. Yeah, anyways, I failed. I thought I would do okay, since Anthuriums likes to have like very humid and humid soil, but it's still rotted. I'm not used to this technique. I also tried with various plants, but I always failed. I don't know what I tried with my most expensive plants, but yeah, here we are, detangling the most annoying roots ever. And like, the only thing I'm happy about is that the trunk is not like completely rotted, because it would mean that I wouldn't have a lot of chance from saving it. Yeah, actually a lot of roots are kind of healthy. I simply don't want to take the risk of getting other plants infected with the bacteria from this rotting situation. So yeah, I'm putting it away, and maybe I'm gonna put it in my garden. Sometimes I like to do that so the soil can get naturally cleaned up by bugs and everything, and then I will use it like in a few months on other projects in my garden. So yeah, it's reusable in that way. So we are gonna try to cut the dead roots first, and then continue the detangling session after it because there is too much roots there and I can't see anything. I don't know what I can save and what I cannot save. There is too much to look at. Oh my god. No, this was healthy. Okay, it's not that bad. We have still a lot of roots. There's like an inner bowl of roots that is almost completely rotted, and I don't know if I have to cut it all or like this. I don't like this. Yeah, there's a mix of healthy and rotted. Okay, so I'm starting to get a clearer vision of what's going on. Okay, so right now I cut the most that I could find or see in terms of rotting roots. I think I'm pretty good on the amount of healthy roots left. As you can see, we still have a good chunk of the roots that are kind of healthy. I'm gonna put it in oxygen peroxide to kill all of the bad bacteria and, you know, rotting bacteria, and then I'm gonna clean it a little bit to, you know, cut the final rotting roots left, because I know there is still some, and right now I'm not able to see, you know, with the sphagnum moss and everything. And if you get close, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see. Yeah, if you get a little bit closer, you can see that we still have a good chunk of the trunk that is healthy. I think I'm gonna be able to save the plant. I guess, I hope so. Here we have, I don't know if you can see it, we have a little bit of a growth point. I don't know if it's a growth point or a root, but we have something emerging. But yeah, basically we still have some hopes, and after cleaning up everything, I'm gonna try to, you know, decalcify the top section of the trunk and see what's going on, and see if I can, like, you know, get in there and, you know, get some space for a growth point to emerge. So I'm gonna, you know, bath the entire plant for at least 10 minutes, and while I am, you know, getting this plant its little bath, I am gonna work on the trunk. So I'm gonna use these tools. These are actually from an old pedicure kit that has been sterilized, of course, and I use it whenever I, you know, work on my plants, or whenever I work on my turtles if needed. But yeah, it's pretty handy. Yeah, the roots are getting pretty cleaned up. And actually I have a good trunk in here. I don't know if you can see it, but the trunk is actually very long. All of this section is for the trunk. I'm thinking about splitting it. It's kind of ambitious, but I don't know. Is it? It's kind of ambitious if you think about the fact that I root rot these plants. I got these plants in a pretty bad situation, but maybe if I split it, I will have double the chance of getting a healthy plant again, which honestly I don't know, because yeah, we have like a really nice, we have a really nice trunk, honestly. I'm gonna try to get closer to you so you can see what I'm doing. Basically, I just cleaned with the brush what I could see of the healthy part of the trunk, and now on the top I'm gonna scrape the calcified section. It looks pretty bad. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like mushy and also hard at the same time, so yeah. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, I'm scraping the shit out of this plant. It's pretty disgusting. Also, I can already see like some of these roots. This one I was not sure if, because this is the biggest, like in terms of size, the biggest roots, and this was like the longest also, but this top section of the root, I'm not sure about it. Like here it looks like it's getting rotted. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Here, this is like a part that I scraped and it's not green. It honestly looks like it's starting to, rot. I'm really not, the best with anthuriums. That's why I'm practicing and I'm learning every day. But honestly, it's not that easy, because these are difficult plants. Even if the Luxurians is one of the easiest one, given its rarity. But yeah, to me, easy, not easy, these are the same, because I'm not familiar with Anthurium yet. I think we are gonna cut right from here. I don't know if you can see anything, but yeah, from the inside, like here, because I still want to keep these two roots connected to my healthy trunk, so I'm gonna have to cut like very precisely, which I don't know if I'm capable of it. So we have a healthy piece of trunk, and we have this like, ew. It looks like it's having like two legs. I'm still gonna try to scrape it a little bit so we have the best chance of starting over with this plant. If you can hear a crunch, it's my turtle. She's eating some salad. And if you can see it, here is the growth point that I was talking about, and there is another one right here. I am done with this piece. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do more, but yeah, I don't have a lot of hopes for it, but yeah, we're gonna try still. So in terms of substrate, I'm gonna try again with the sphagnum moss and perlite, because this is what I've been using lately on all of my plants, and because for my Anthurium Luxurians, it was great until it wasn't. So I can say that she loved it last summer, and then she started to rot. And I will say that the rotting experience was not because of the perlite or the sphagnum moss, but only because of me, because I rot every one of my plants, and also because it was in a no drainage holes. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna put them in 2 different pots with drainage holes, and we are gonna start from, you know, start over from it. I guess this, yeah, this is fine. I think it's so small, but she doesn't have any leaves yet, so we're gonna put her in this pot, and whenever there is new leaves, we will repot her. One thing I want to try is cocoa bark, because I like a chunky and, you know, with a lot of fiber mix, and I've been using like wood barks a lot for years now, but it tends to dry pretty quickly, and I think cocoa barks would be great for that, because it still, you know, keeps humidity in the substrate, which wood bark doesn't. Perlite. Yeah, it's pretty good. I guess Anthuriums loves humidity, but my Luxurians, she was thriving with her big leaves out of any other one of my plants without any more humidity than the others. So I guess she can, you know, she can be good without that much humidity, but since it doesn't have any leaves yet, I don't know. The only thing is that we have some roots that are above the growth point that I saw. So I want to keep the growth point, like, you know, closer to the top of the pot, so they can, you know, grow something and reach for the light. But I'm gonna have to sacrifice a little bit of the roots that are on top. That's also why I want to put it in my greenhouse, so the top roots are gonna have like enough humidity to, you know, not dry up. But yeah, we'll see what I'm gonna do. And here, this pot is ridiculously dirty. I think what was there was my carnivorous plant, which died not so long ago. So yeah, I'm gonna try to fit it in there. These roots are not like, the condition of this plant is not helpful. Like, how do I even plant this. Here are my 2 plants. So what I'm gonna do is that the decision that I made, I think I'm gonna put them, I'm not gonna put them in my greenhouse. I'm gonna put them just, you know, really close to my window, because I want them to have like the best sun ever and the best of the lights that I could ever give them, because my light condition in this apartment is not really great, as you know now. And yeah, I'm gonna do that. And the plants that are closer to my window are supposedly the happiest, so I'm gonna put them there. And also I'm gonna have them like in a plastic bag to increase the humidity. So basically what I'm gonna do is just like put this plastic bag, you know, around it, exactly like this. So I will increase the humidity, and I hope that with a little bit of help, and you know, there is holes in it, we are gonna, you know, grow some things and grow leaves out of this, because I don't wanna, you know, I don't wanna lose my Anthurium Luxurians. This is my most expensive plants ever, and it still hurts that I arrived to this point of the journey where my most expensive plants is not doing good. And at the time, my other one expensive plant was my Monstera deliciosa variegata. And if you want a little bit of an update, as you know, I cut it here, and you know, it's propagating with my philodendron melanochrysum and with my philodendron bidiatiae. We have a lot of good things happening here, a lot of roots, so I'm very happy. And the other section, oh my god, it's heavy. The other section of my poor it's horrible, it's very sad. My poor Monstera variegata, you have new growth points. Look at that. We have 2 of them here. This is good. This is really, really good. I'm very happy about it, because she hasn't been doing anything lately, and I was like, okay, you know, as I cut it off, I expected the bottom part to, you know, collapse because it wasn't doing anything. And yeah, I think I'm gonna repot it as well. And now we have growth point and we have healthy propagation station. And yeah, so we are in a process of, you know, starting over and getting back my healthy plants, which I'm very proud of. And yeah, I'm happy. We are gonna pray that this Luxurians is gonna stay with us, because I'm not gonna survive if I lose it, and I hope for the best for her. Anyways, it was nice talking to you guys, and you know, sharing with you my struggles, sharing with you my, you know, trying my best moments. And you know, we are together in this journey and I am happy of it. So yeah, everyone has these moments and everyone is doing their best. And Luxurians or not Luxurians, we all have like that one plant that we don't want it to die, and we are at that point now. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it myself, and please like, share and subscribe this video. It will help me a lot, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.